Hello, and welcome to your next lesson. Today, we will review the page breaks in our Excel file. When working with content in Excel, the application will assign breaks to your content. Unfortunately, manual adjustments are often needed. Checking your page breaks should become automatically, especially when working with large amounts of data. Knowing how to adjust your page breaks is necessary and will save the user a great deal of time and frustration. This video will dive into adding, removing, and adjusting your page breaks. This is a must know, so join us as we look at our next lesson. Let's begin by locating our tools. Let's go View, let's go Workbook Views, and let's go ahead and select our Page Break Preview. Okay, so here we are on the back end, and as you look at my document, where you see the blue lines, this is where my document breaks. So I don't like the way this is looking, so I know I need to make adjustments. Let's go ahead and take a look at our print preview and see how this will look if we were to print it like this. Let's go File. Let's say Print. And as you see, when we go through the print preview, the breaks is separating the document. So if we were to just send this document to the printer, we will end up definitely have to reprint it. This is why it's always very important to always check your page breaks prior to printing your document. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's click the back button. And here we are back in our page break preview. Now I simply want to fit this to 2 pages, and there's 2 ways that I can do this. Well, first of all, I would like my column to fit on every page. So I want to do this by selecting repeating columns. So let's do that first, and then we'll adjust our page breaks. So let's go Page Layout. Let's go Page Setup. Let's go Sheet. Let's go ahead and select columns to repeat on the left. And we're just going to go ahead and select the entire column. And then let's go ahead and get the drop down, and then we'll say OK. And you'll see what that does once we fix our page breaks. So now I would like to determine where do I want my break to start at. I want my page to start at Inventory ID. So I think the only break that I would need in this case would be between the H and the I column. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this over. Now I can go ahead and select this and say Remove Page Break. Or I can drag it off, but I'm going to just go ahead and say right click, and I'm going to remove the rest of these page breaks. Now let's go to Print Preview and see what we have so far. Let's go File. Let's go Print. Now as you look at our Print Preview document, now you can see my column 1 where I had the repeating columns. I'm going to go to page 2, and you will see that that left column is on each of my pages. So this is why I added the repeating column, just to make the document more clean and professional looking. So I like the way that this is looking, but I do think I want to clean up my margins a bit so everything is centered. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and say Page Layout, Page Setup. Then let's go to our margins. Select Custom Margins. And let's just go ahead and say Center Horizontally. Then let's go ahead and say OK. Now let's go back to our Print Preview and see how this looks. Say File, go Print. And as you can see, now our document is more centered. Now I'm also going to show you an automatic way that you can adjust your page breaks. And I'm going to do that by adding a page break into my document. Let's go ahead and select column G. Let's go ahead and say Insert Page Break. Okay, so this creates a 3rd page in my document. Now I would like to go up to Page Layout. Let's go Scale to Fit. Let's select the width and say 2 pages. And let's select the height and say 1 page. Now this should give you the exact same layout that we did manually. So let's go ahead and say File. Let's say Print. And let's take a look at our Print Preview. And as you can see, you're pretty much left with the same results as if you had done a manual update to your page breaks. Okay, so that's an FYI that you can do this automatically as well as manually. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the lesson. I hope you found this information helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Congratulations on completing another video and on your commitment to learning this program. I hope that you are getting the most out of our level up lessons, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next video.